Mouse, if you're going to stick on that Torb, I'd be rather surprised and rather delighted as well.
Just stick it on one of the moving platforms.
Oh, yeah. That's killed me a couple of times. Too many times that I would actually want to recall.
Bringing automated death to your doorstep.
Yeah. Torb on tricks.
It's like,
just sticking
it's
that
like Meals on Wheels, except murderous.
I'm actually having bad flashbacks right now. I need a hug and some counselling, I'm going to be honest. Torb on tricks, activating that Molten Core when they pass it through the base, and then I'm a Zenyatta at the back, just, you know, mind his own business, and then get gunned and missiled down by some stupid turret.
Just getting Apache attack helicopters.
Thankfully for me and the rest of Angry Titans, they're not going to do that on the defense. Mao's actually going on to the Widowmaker. Double sniper, in fact, as Obling's on that hands.
I think this may be the first time I've seen Urki on the Widowmaker. Usually it's a role filled by Only God, but this time Only God's going to be picking up that Tracer, which is another signature hero for him across his past. He's been quite a prolific Tracer player, and we'll have to see if he's still got the stuff. I know we've seen a little bit before, and great Hook 2.0 coming through there. Lolsish saved by the bell, or in this case, by the truck.
Yeah, Hook not quite bending
IPN's
around.
in. And Morsey, they've made 2 substitutions.
Okay, Angry Titans making 2 subs, bringing in their support, IPN. So he's going to be jumping on to that in Zenyatta. We're seeing Only God now, though, just distracting the supports for the time being, doing a good job on the Tracer, but does get Hook line and sinkered as Tri-Spear. Lands a hook this time, it did connect, and then it does net him a kill. Morsey finding 2, though. Insomniac and Obling coming down. Mercy does lose his mech, but that might just be all they need.
Tridd getting himself a double kill, and Tri-Spear trying to pick up the second DPS, but no such luck. And now Kosti's pretty much stuck out on his own here. Big flank around from Urki. He's trying to get his way around that shield, and Kosti was but bait for the Angry Titans, who tore him apart.
Yeah, a big head, full of knowledge, but also full of bullets, as Urki was able to easily hit those headshots and is going to build himself up towards the Emphasize. They're going to cap the point in rather good timing, and that'll be another few minutes added to the clock.
IPN's building himself up towards a Transcendence as well, and Tri-Spear is forced to swap off now onto the Zenyatta to try and really counter this one out. Go man on man or Omnic on Omnic. There's no more room for the pig in this defense, and Only God is already hugely harassing this Winston, who's lost so much health and can't escape. Kosti's already down, and this could already spell doom here for Bazooka Puppiez on the defense. Oh no, he's going after Insomniac. Watch out behind you, it's actually Tri-Spear.
Oh no, Obling is going to go down. Lolsish did a good job of defending the rest of his team there, but Kosti jumped in half HP as the Discord Orb, well, half HP as he was soaring through the air as the Tracer was able to reduce the health bar quite a bit. Only God is going to go down to Kosti, however, getting a little bit of revenge, but Transcendence and the ultimate from Mercy here coming out from Angry Titans. Double layer of support ultimate, was able to bring Only God back from the dead, and good he did that because he's going to kill Kosti once again. Self-destruct in the middle of the factory, however, not a kill inside just yet.
Shot.
Urki jumping up with that rappel is going to be able to kill Insomniac. Those grappling hooks doing a lot of work for most of the Widow's Makers, especially on this map. Problem is now there's nothing dislodging her at all. They're on the point. They're 2 ticks almost acquired.
Insomniac's gone over to Velucio to get back a little bit quicker and ferry everyone else as well. But Morsey's ready to claim this point with a self-destruct and put that down in the center. Make sure anyone who's staying around on the point is very much in danger of being disintegrated. And Lolsish is now just a corner turret with Tesla technology. It's insane.
Well, there you go. 5 minutes and 28 seconds in the time bank. It's pretty insane. Winston, he was pretty low, so he had to hide in the corner, but he just held down left click and just watched people trickle in. A little bit more damage.
The gorillas are evolving. They've now discovered camping.
Imagine a Tesla coil turret. That's what I'm thinking of right now. A Torbjorn could maybe have
There was
2
one in the
turrets.
Command and Conquer games.
To be fair, I didn't play Command and Conquer, so
Disintegrated people was nasty.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. No, it's more of a Age of Empires boy. Or M2, that's what it's going to. Both very fun strategy games.
But you know what was better?
That attack?
Warcraft 3.
Oh, okay.
But also that attack.
Also that attack was pretty good too, right? Now Bazooka Puppiez, it's their turn. 5 minutes and 28 seconds though, very impressive in the time bank. And they gain time as well, which is also quite scary. And let's be honest with ourselves, Angry Titans on the offense, and we have said it before, Voskai is a very rolly map. If you do end up securing that first point, you have that ultimate advantage, and they didn't really seem to need it in honesty when they had Only God on that Tracer, doing a good job of harassing Kosti. As soon as he was mid-jump, already half HP. That main tank goes down. You've got a hell of a job on your hands to actually try and defend.
Yeah, with such a huge hitbox, Winston is really a farm target for a Tracer with those pulse pistols. You can get so much damage down. I think you do 240 damage a clip. After you've cleared that 100 armor, which Lolsish or any Winston would have, Kosti in this case, where you do 120 damage a clip. After one clip, he has about, I think, 360 HP left. And then if you get another clip in, which takes a second, he has 120. So you can really get rid of those Winstons incredibly quickly. And if they have Discord Orbs, they go down even faster. And that's one of the reasons why so many people used to run Tracers, because they could delete tanks so fast with that quick pulse pistol DPS.
Yeah, so like you said, with that Discord order one as well, that's one bit of advice that I'd been given by, in fact, I think it was Ding that gave me that advice. As a you know, grinding Zenyatta. Discord orb the monkey. As soon as you land a couple of headshots, that monkey's pretty much useless, and then the Tracer can just finish her off, and that's exactly what happened.
Just pill for yourself, lol.
Yeah, hey, sometimes you got it, man. Solo queue's a rough place.
Solo queue is hell.
Well, they're gonna. Angry Titans trying to make Bazooka Puppiez' life a living hell. They definitely make Holste's a living hell. Again, that combo that I just talked about. Discord orb, and then Tracer's there to finish her up. No problem. In fact, Insomniac's going to go down as well. They do find small revenge in Lolsish, but that Widowmaker not doing a whole lot right now. Trispear needs to find another target, maybe. The problem is, as soon as someone does get taken out at long range, it's so easy for them to get res because they're behind cover.
The point of this particular composition is quick and surgical strikes. You want Mouse, Obling, and Trispear to all be moving onto the same target, or for Mouse and Obling to be able to try and corral people into the sights of Trispear. There's not enough healing here from the solo Lucio to really keep people around for long. You can see Tech's already lost half his health, and that's going to take forever to get back. Mouse is low as well. We're going to need to recall.
Look how many resources they're actually putting into Urki right now. Double pocket.
Ooh,
and
great reflex.
Yeah, he just gets punished for it. An arrow does get reflected, and he ends up going down. However, he did some bit of damage. Tech36 loses his mech, and he was able to just corral a lot of the tanks and get a lot of free space for his supports to move as well. Trispear using that grappling hook, getting out of danger, is going to secure the kill on IPN. He's going to try and find this baby diva, but very small hitbox on that. She is going to get punished up on there. Once again, no supports ready to back her up. She had to really rely on Insomniac staying alive because they haven't got any others.
And Trispear, over the course of this series, has been able to show off quite a few different heroes for himself. That's one of the better reasons why we wow, Insomniac really needs to start building up towards that ultimate. Needs that sound barrier, but Trispear, he's been showing off quite a few heroes here. He's a very variable player, and I think he's one of the shining stars on Bazooka Puppiez' roster. He's been here since the start. Insomniac's going to try and carry everyone forward again, can try and amp up that healing and maybe get themselves a sound barrier so they can try and stay in this for a little bit longer.
2 minutes remain. There's the Primal Rage. Legday is going to go down first. Obling is going to draw the blade. Urki is also going to fall. However, Obling needs to find some more targets here. IPN has still got that Transcendence and is able to 1v1 him. Herbs of Omnic Steel, and he's going to push himself onto that point itself to strike to clear everybody away. IPN uses that to actually boost on the high ground, so he's now a little bit more safe. Sound Barrier comes out eventually from Insomniac there, keeping everybody alive and well on this point. And remember, they've only got a solo healer, it's Lucio. They're relying on this high-impact play from Obling and Mouse to actually carry them through this point. That's exactly what they're doing. Although with only got back in the action, that might just be a tall order.
There is a respawn advantage here for Bazooka Puppiez, but Urki doesn't give a damn. He's just going to take out 3 with a dragon from spawn, possibly with a damage boost as well. He's put himself on fire, and he's lit on fire. The hopes of Bazooka Puppiez having a pretty expedient take on point A. They are down to but 1 minute and 15 seconds. Okay,
Bazooka Puppiez still opting for that single healer. There we go. Okay, now switching up to that 3-3. 1 minute remains, and they are switching up their comps to lose a few ults there. They've only got 2 building right now, 2 big ones anyway. That's Sound Barrier and that Self-Destruct.
We'll have to see what they can do. They've moved themselves on to the point now. Down goes the Pulse One, but nothing has been claimed. Too many meaty targets to try and chew through.
Well, only God taking Insomniac's life very quickly. Morsy's actually going to lose his mech here. Could land him in a lot of difficulties as he gets taken out as well. Only God's going to have a problem actually approaching this composition. Very bad news for Tracer, but not very bad news for Urki, as he does find 1 kill and then quickly sends out those dragons to find a second one. Morsy's going to get resurrected, meaning an instant remech for the Diva in order for her to get back into that fight. 30 seconds now remain. Puppies are on the verge of losing the series.
And you can see that Urki there was being body blocked by Morsy in case there was some sort of surprise Widowmaker pick, grappling up over that central building outside the attacker's spawn, which could have potentially headshot him. Angry Titans are covering every single mistake. There's no mercy here for Bazooka Puppiez, despite being against an 0-4 team. Bazooka Puppiez are trying their best, but Angry Titans have their boot on the throat, and they are ready to secure this series in the next 10 seconds.
Trispear is going to have that Coalescence online very soon. Lolsish does get stunned up. Lolsish finds himself in the back line once again, just corralling people into this large health pack room. Mao's going down already. It's going to be bad news for the Puppies. Morsy's going to find a kill onto Colsty, and Lolsish just chasing every support down. Trispear had no fade to work with and ends up getting killed by the very, very angry Winston. Staying angry, true to their name, Angry Titans are going to find the team kill on Bazooka Puppiez as Obling is the last to fall. 3-0 in this series and a win for Angry Titans. It's now all for pride in this last match.
Though Angry Titans have now secured their perfect season. They are 5-0 and pretty commanding map difference to go with it. So they've definitely secured first place in Group A by being undefeated, and now they just need to try and have a little bit of a better map difference by winning out on Escort, which once again will be the map choice of the Puppies. They can choose from Watchpoint Gibraltar, Route 66, or Rialto.
This team just gets better and better and better. And against Puppies, you could say it's not the tallest of
orders?
Tallest of orders, no. Tallest of competitors right now. If you look at where they're standing, they are at the bottom of the leaderboard. However, they have shown a lot of life throughout the season. It's just Angry Titans. They're just seemingly undefeated, and they continue to do so. If they find this next map win, they're looking so good coming into top 8. Obviously, already guaranteed their first place anyway.
Also, they're giving some time in match, which is incredibly important to their substitutions. Both Morsey, the British boy, who's pretty new to Contenders, I don't think we've seen him here before, and IPN, who we haven't seen since their first match against NASA Disband back in Season 1 when he had to fill in on a role that he wasn't really suited for. He's a flex support, as we saw. He could hold his nerve against that Dragon Blade, but ended up having to play Diva. So having him here on his main role on the Zenyatta, giving AFOX a bit of a rest, rather nice for Angry Titans to get that sort of synergy in a big match temperament down. You've got to make sure that you can ruffle out all the kinks in your armor.
Getting good play time on everybody is exactly what Angry Titans want. We'll see if they're going to be in for the next map. We're going to jump to a quick break, though. See you in a bit. Hey guys, welcome back. And with that win, does net Angry Titans the win in the series and continues their undefeated Season 2 in the group stage. Bazooka Puppies right now, just playing for a little bit of pride. So the last map can be Rialto, Route 66, or we might end up going towards Gibraltar.
I would like to see a little bit of Gibraltar, see Obling and Mouse try and pick up those Widowmaker and Hanzo combos once more. We saw it work out pretty nicely on the first attack of King's Warrior. That's when we saw the most life come out of Bazooka Puppies, struggling against the Titans, but Mouse and Obling did manage to make a good impression there.
Yeah, they did, and I've got to say that first initial attack from Bazooka Puppies was a little bit odd. They were only running the solo healer in that Lucio, and they did kind of make it work. The problem was Angry Titans kind of held their firm grasp of the point, and it wasn't all IPN. It was holding his Omnic Nerves of Steel against that Dragon Blade, was able to transcend without needing to actually blow it really early on. That just secured the point for them. Full hold from Angry Titans, you wouldn't expect anything more.
Not only holding on to the Transcendence, but also removing that Genji from the fight, and that meant that there were no opportunities for dash resets when Angry Titans lost members. It does look like Angry Titans are going to be defending first, and I'm truly surprised that Bazooka Puppies have taken us to Rialto, given what we've seen on Rialto when it comes to tank-based compositions. Usually this is where the tanks flourish. We see it from CIS Hope, we see it from Eagle, we see it from Gigante. this is where they make their stand. Around that first bend, it's incredibly hard to take the first point of Rialto against highly organized tank compositions. But maybe Bazooka Puppiez have something up their sleeve, and I'm hoping, like I said, that it's Mouse and Obling on these double snipers.
Morsey and IPN are staying in, same with Tech36, so no Hawk, and we are seeing obviously the 2 subs coming through from Angry Titans. A lot of play time for every player on the roster, it's always nice to see, and that is nice to see as well. Morsey taking a little romantic ride with Onigod.
That's some fan fiction in the waiting right there.
Not quite anymore.
Let's go for a swim, Hanzo.
If he did not make that jump, Twitch highlight for the rest of his life.
That's percentage plays right there, Jaws. He knew exactly what he was doing. Onigod has no fear of water. But Bazooka Puppiez, we'll have to see if they're going to be taking a bath here on Rialto. Coming out to attack straight away. Lol's just going to be hitting with that early fire strike. And of course, Onigod's going to lay down the sonic arrow so they can scout out the composition. What we're going to see is a double sniper. We're going to see Orisa. We're going to see Roadhog. And they're going to see Onigod's head.
Yeah, he is. Mouse is doing a good job of it thus far. Nice one, Urki, though. Getting a boop onto Tri-Spear. Resurrection on Onigod, though. Remember, those long-range snipers, they're not very good at securing and confirming those kills when you've got a Resurrection on the other side. So Onigod escapes unscathed at the moment, or is a little bit damaged and actually taking a 1v1 with the Diva there, or at least trying to. Mouse finds another kill, though. Urki's going to go down, so no res now available for Angry Titans.
Snipers of Bazooka Puppiez really making some percentage plays here. Onigod going down to Obling, his counterpart as well, and what may have been such a pretty proud defense from Angry Titans here is falling apart very quickly.
Yeah, he's going to charge that Zaya a little bit, but he's not going to matter all too much, as Morsey did use that bubble, meaning Tri-Spear can come right in and use that hook to get the kill. Great pin from Lolsish.
Leave him alone, it's his birthday.
It is his birthday. Happy birthday, laddie. Good job of winning 3-0. However, can you make it a 4-0? That's the question. Very quick push here from Bazooka Puppiez, but we know Rialto, you can re-engage rather quickly. Laddie's jumping on that jumping on that Lucio. Doesn't mean you can get back to the point rather fast.
Angry Titans are jumping wholesale onto that 3-3 now. Going to be sped boost forward so that they can contest this cart before it moves into the finale of point A. Already, Tech trying to open this up with that all-important self-destruct, but no kills are going to be claimed. Just some energy for Morsey.
That's going to be good for Morsey. Those dragons are going to come through. No one feeling the burn just yet. Tri-Spear feeling a lot of road rash from that Ryan Haber. He's got to be rather careful, although he does manage to find the D-Mech onto Onigod. And IPN and Luddy are going to go down to Mouse. And Mouse, in fact, and Obling filling the kill feed as they do take out the entirety of Angry Titans.
Well, they came in a little bit late to the season, Jaws, but they are certainly advertising themselves well here in the last match of Bazooka Puppiez this season. Forward they go, Tri-Spear up their back on the big pig, and Obling and Mouse can try and claim these sightlines right now. Angry Titans seem to be a little bit floundered at the moment, need to try and regain their footing and regain stability here on Rialto, because the cart has moved through first in what I assume to be pretty record time. We don't really see those quick attacks as much. 4 minutes and 20 seconds now remain.
Well, Obling's dead, and there comes the Coalescence coming out from the Moira, and that will be Tri-Spear going down after a swift headshot. However, Mouse is in the back line, was able to do a little bit of damage. The problem is the rest of his team are already dead. He gets pushed back, and actually a flame strike from Los is just going to secure him the kill. He finds an extra one in Colsty as well, just netting him one of those gravitons, one of those airshots.
That's some 10D chess tactics right there. The whip shot into fire strike from downtown. Lolsish managing to take out Mouse right there, but Colsty's now used that supercharger a little bit far back.
Lolsish though, holding that corner. Those dragons are going to go over the bridge, not going to find too much. That Shatter definitely will though. Finds 3 members. Supercharger or no, Lolsish has just got too much firepower, it seems. He's going to find 3 members with that Shatter. There will be the cart continuing to be moved. However, the rest of Angry Titans are soon to clear up Bazooka Puppiez.
Obling's now going to make the swap over. No longer wants to be on the hands, and instead it's going to be up in the air with the Pharaoh. The question is, will Insomniac be able to join him? Because, of course, they're only running a single healer here, Jaws. You can't afford to pocket the Pharaoh because your tanks need healing. Tech36 and Coast don't have any manner of self-sustain. Tri-Spear does with his Take a Breather, but Mouse won't either, and they're going to be taking a huge amount of damage on the ground as Lolsish runs his way through that shield.
Seems they're quite terrified right now of actually pushing around the corner, and that's exactly why you should be. Look, Lolsish is just trying to find the nice little flank. Graviton Surge not quite landing on anybody, but let's be fair, they just wanted to isolate that Orisa. Exactly that. Colsty is going to go down. Luddy finds the kill, and that'll be Obling trying to pelt these rockets into these tanks, building up Holt fairly quickly, but the problem is the rest of the team are going to go down pretty fast. That Coalescence is coming out once again from Angry Titans. IPN trying to pick Obling out of mid-air is actually going to force him into cover, just meaning he can't do all too much. He's going to find himself on this roof, still doing a lot of work, but the issue is they still are losing members in the front line and still losing the damage war. Tech 36 goes down, and that'll be Angry Titans pushing past that shield, straight into the whole hog of Trisphere.
This is incredibly interesting. He's already lost his main support here, but Obling's been brought back. Has Insomniac at his back, and the Valkyrie's ready to go. The solo healer here from Insomniac has actually been pretty good for the side of Bazooka Puppiez. There's the Valkyrie, but Obling's already down.
With
so
Obling going
these
down,
guys as they retreat.
They need to reset. That was a rather lackluster retreat. Yep. Questionable ults coming through from Trisphere too, and a bit of interesting use of the whole hog. They weren't really going to win that fight in the end. Morsi trying to bait out a little bit of damage from Mouse. Actually takes a headshot, so he backs off rather sharpish. There comes then another coalescence from IPN. It's 1-on-1, 2-and-2 for the fight so far. Opening unleashes that barrage, finally picking up a couple of kills. Doing a good job of building it up, he did, and a nice couple of kills has been his reward. That'll be Erky marching forward though, killing off Mouse, and he's doing a lot of work in the front line. Still Obling though, uncontested in the sky. The only person that can really do it here is going to be that Diva, but Only God is extremely low.
Indeed he is. IPN's also taking a rocket here, as has Luddy. Obling is pretty much raining down these rockets for free right now, but Angry Titans keep on coming. They're taking advantage of Bazooka Puppiez's lack of healing. From spawn, Mouse throws in the dragons, and he will manage to claim both Erky and Lolsish. Boys, you got to watch out. That came from so far away.
They know who's going to come in at some point. You can kind of guess where it's going to go. You just aim for that gigantic marker on top of the cart.
Attack this.
Netzi, he gets a couple of kills for himself. The issue is right now, Bazooka Puppiez, yes, they use a couple of ults, but Angry Titans, they got that grab online.
Bazooka Puppiez are going to be without their support for a while, though. Colsty's moved back to go and try and pick up Insomniac. Angry Titans can try and make an engagement here, while both of them are missing, and that's exactly what's happened. Mouse had no defense. Erky took him out quickly. Obling's now moving around the back. He's got the barrage. This has to be the Hail Mary play, and he will claim IPN.
He gets another ult down. That sound barrier is going to block off a lot of that damage. Only got on a slither of HP, is able to take him out of the sky. Tries trying to back off, and a nice Holt actually stops Lolsish for the time being, but just repositions him more to actually get a pin onto the hog.
That was a calibration.
Oh, yes, it was. And not exactly what Trisphere wanted, in all honesty, but it happened, and that will still be the hold here. 20 seconds now remain on Bazooka Puppiez's attack. Angry Titans, they got a lot of ults to work with. More importantly, they got that grab still available.
And another hero to the repertoire of Trisphere. Here comes the Doomfist. The Hail Mary right here, but Morty is ready to try and trap him in a singularity. The group hug treatment may well be given to the Puppies, and that may well be a very popular tweet, but it isn't going to be very good for this Overwatch team.
He's not going to quite bang just yet. Trisphere's going to try and get him on the back line, but ends up just meeting the hammer of Lolsish. Trisphere gets deleted. That's the Graviton Surge on top of the cart, as the Graviton Surge doesn't really all do too much, especially when they've got follow-up. Lolsish moving forward, has still got that Flame Strike as well, and that Earth Shatter available if he wants to get some long-range kills, but he might not even need it, to be honest with you. Angry Titan just clean sweeping, almost a vanilla push here, only used those two ultimates and still had the Earth Shatter if everything went south. That'll be round 1 completion and only 1 point on the board for the Puppies.
But 1 point does mean that this is very winnable, Jaws. We've seen time after time Rialto first is held by teams who deploy a lot of tanks. Question is, will Bazooka Puppiez be going for that sort of defense, or will they be going for something a little bit different? We saw Angry Titans bring out the Farah and the Hanzo, trying to go for that double projectile to lay down a lot more damage to beefier targets that are easier to hit with those sort of projectile-based heroes, but didn't work out quite so well for them. Only God and Mouse showed them up on the double sniper. And Angry Titans, they have a roster to also bring out the double sniper, as we've discussed before. Erky and Only God, both very respectable when it comes to the Hanzo and Widow, respectively. Bazooka Puppiez will have to be very, very careful. They've got to be studious. They've got to be disciplined behind shields if they have them, but if they're going to try and run something more like a dive with a Winston and a Diva, they have to all be on the same page. The calling needs to be perfect. We need to make sure they can isolate these targets and eliminate them quickly.
Bazooka Puppiez' chance to defend. Now, Angry Titans, are they going to do something funny again? They did bring out Only God's Bastion. Are we going to see it once more? It's been deployed a couple of times on the Rialto defense.
That's an interesting turret spot.
Yeah, I don't think IPN's actually going to play the Torbjorn somehow, but Only God could play the Bastion. We've seen it on offense and defense. Are we going to see it here again? Bazooka Puppiez, they haven't really got a comp to deal with it, really. They got that triple DPS, yes, but that Widowmaker's going to get taken out rather quickly. Same with Obling. They're not going to be able to get through those shields.
Yeah, against 2 shields, there may well not be enough sort of damage to try and break through there. Obling and Tech 36 can try and make it work, and Mouse, if he concentrates entirely on the shield, could potentially get through the Orisa, but then you got to worry about the Reinhardt shield coming through as well from Lolsish. It does look like Angry Titans are just going to swap up here and try and go for that a little bit of a different composition. It's going to be the 2-2-2 with... It's going to be mostly IPN doing healing on the tanks here with a Harmony Orb down on the ground, and Urki and Luddy, they're going to be up in the air trying to keep each other supported. But unfortunately, that means very little support for Onigod, who is quickly blown apart into pieces by Tech36, who's showing off a little bit of a diverse hero pool here. We haven't had much time to see him move over onto these DPS heroes. He hasn't had much play time in Contenders because he only joined the roster recently. But now, he's already showing himself up to not be afraid of Onigod at all on this Pharah.
Quick switch up for Angry Titans. They're going to go full dive almost, obviously with Onigod on that Widowmaker. They've got Urki on that Genji now, so even more flexible when it comes to DPS. Urki now jumping onto this projectile cyborg ninja. Is going to force Colsty down from the high ground. They know they can't contest, especially when you've got 3 people in your face, 1 DPS and 2 tanks. They're going to be able to push around this corner though, but it's going to be a hard ask against this Tech36 Pharah.
Oh, missing twice of her. Uncharacteristic of Onigod and taken down from long range by Obling, but into the back. Lolsish is laying down the Tesla coil, but he did get hit with that Discord Orb and hit with many more things.
Uh-oh. That's not where you want to be if you're Urki either. He's down a deflect. He's going to be able to wall ride, but look at that.
Don't
straight
go on the wall.
Into the clutches of Tech36. That splash damage. Didn't even need it because he just hit him with a direct body shot. Look at his ult charge already. 77%. Even Mouse working his way up to that Infocyte.
If you're evasive against a Pharah, do not go near walls, because that means even if you miss, you can be hit by splash damage if you don't get hit with a direct rocket. And that's a critical flaw that you often see in Pharah versus Pharah duels as well, allowing that extra damage to come through. Lolsish going to be leading the charge once more. He's got his Diva at his back in the form of Morsian's already expended his shield, but they can't move the cart forward because Colsty is there, the ever-astute Bastion, making sure that isn't going to be moving.
No Bastions, unfortunately, though. Tech36, he is so close to that ult. You can see him dipping down for it. They're going to trade rather favourably in Bazooka Puppiez' favour as Mouse takes out 2 once again. This Widowmaker play coming out from him is kind of a showcase at the moment, taking and eliminating the defense, the offense of Angry Titans. Doing a good job of just halting their push for the time being, although with Onigod taking out Tech36 and Mouse now, they are just going to have to back up for the time.
Oh, in trouble there is Insomniac's lost most of his health, but a quick distraction from the Holt will turn Onigod around and allow the escape of a Wayward Mercy. Colsty's falling low, being assaulted from all sides, and Obling's trying to keep himself in this one while Tech returns with a barrage, but it does look like Angry Titans are thoroughly in control, and they also have all the sight and information they need right now.
Oh, nice grapple by Onigod. Doesn't quite find the kill, although a lot of damage on Tech36 means the Mercy has to pay a little bit more attention to her. IPN is going to get headshotted, and as Urki moving forward, doing a lot of headshotting of himself as he does take out Colsty. Switching over to the Tracer, full go in the Genji as Lolsish does go primal. He's taking a dunk as well. A little bit of a stumble there. Does
Someone
go
put a banana
into the
peel
water.
down.
Oh no, maybe dropped out of his pocket or something.
Been Mario Karted.
Oh no, IPN takes 2 kills though, there you go. The substitute player coming up good, and he has got the Transcendence to work with as well.
He does indeed, and that will try and carry Angry Titans forward now as they move into this second stage. And this is where Bazooka Puppiez need to make their stand. As you remember, they only claimed 85 meters of this particular stretch of Rialto. They got through a couple of these corners, and here we see Onigod and how we managed to open up that point with very good sniper play. He finally made it. It was a little bit of a slow start from him, but now IPN's really picking up the slack, taking down Mouse with a headshot from long range.
That's what you want to do is the Zen, take out that Widowmaker. If your Widowmaker can't do it, it's all in your hands to with those orbs of destruction. Onigod is going to just peek over into this small opera house. However, the rest of his tanks are actually not in his eyesight. So realistically, you're not going to be able to do much there. They are going to funnel themselves in and get themselves killed.
Colsty there going for the big spin, making sure that Onigod couldn't headshot him on his way over, and now he's waiting for that cooldown so he can try and leap in deeper. There it is. Onigod's in trouble, but he does have the pocket to try and keep him there. There's a stick onto Luddy, blown apart by the pulse bomb, and now that's going to be a quick retreat here from Bazooka Puppiez. They feel that they've done enough to try and halt the push of Angry Titans, who are now down to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. We expected a far more dominant performance here on Rialto. Well,
they have ult online. They've just popped that in for sights and it's just ran out. So they know exactly what Bazooka Puppiez' plan is, or at least they're thinking they know what the plan is. They do have Urki, once again, with that pulse bomb. Maybe he can make a big stick in the back line. And they've got 2 support ultimates to work with as well.
Now they do. Urki, the pulse bomb. Where are you going to put it, buddy?
Well, nowhere.
Back in spawn, apparently. Yeah. Mao's just shutting that one down in an instant, and that heralds the dive there from Bazooka Puppiez. Colsty and Tech making sure that Angry Titans can't claim any additional space. Onigod's going to have to back away. He needs to make sure he's not in the sight lines. Going to be very close.
3 body hits.
The Tesla tendrils licking at his bottom as he gets away, but Colsty won't be able to claim that one. He's trying to go for a cheeky flank there, but Tri-Spear knows.
Yeah,
Tri-Spear knows.
He knows. I think he had a Discord orb on him. I'm not entirely sure, but like it does show you through the walls where you are.
Don't test him.
Yeah, don't test him. Those orbs did racket through him, but issue is now Az is dead. So now he hasn't got really anybody to contest with. You can see Lolsish causing quite a havoc in the back line. Even OWC almost taking a dunk as that Winston was able to go primal and almost knock him off the edge.
Indeed he is. Now he has to play from the low ground. It's going to be IPN rushing the Angry Titans forward, and Colsty still all over OWC. Still a little bit of that grappling hook left, and down comes the self-destruct. No one's going to be claimed, and Angry Titans are currently in control.
Yeah, they do unleash that Transcendence as well. So Tri-Spear moving forward, keeping everybody alive inside that bubble is not where the Tracer actually wants to be with the Widowmaker. OWC ends up taking down Mouse, and that will be a pulse bomb onto Tri-Spear as well. They're going to control the point. Again, Colsty trying to just stall out for as long as possible, and a DMAC onto Tech 36, and a quick headshot onto Insomniac by Urki is going to net them a nice team kill there, and 54 seconds now remain. Issue is, Bazooka Puppies, they got that in for sight. They know exactly what's going to go on, and Angry Titans, their ult bank, looking pretty bad.
Morsi is the sole ultimate available for Angry Titans at the moment, as they need to try and close this out, and they are in one and a bit fight territory right now, as they need to try and claim Rialto. Insomniac is ready with that Valkyrie, but while you're flying in the air, you're incredibly vulnerable to the self-destruct. He's going to have to try and weigh up his positioning here to get maximum efficacy from the healing, as well as try and keep his support alive in the back.
A big golden box, just like the golden ticket, will net you a lot of prizes. And they're just going to move forward straight onto the cart right now. Tech 36 is going extremely low, as Urki has got that pulse bomb still available to him. Maybe waiting for that DMAC, that's exactly what he's going to do. Bombs away onto Tri-Spear, but he is able to dodge out of it. OWC in the back lines, trying to find an angle here. Almost gets the headshot on the Tracer, but she was able to dash away. Urki still providing a lot of harassment to the back line. Lotus ends up killing Insomniac with that ultimate, and it does a lot of it just able to net the cart. All right, a bit of a C9 there by the Primal Raging Winston. Colsty not on the cart. Bazooka Puppies actually ended up winning, so I called that wrong.
Yeah, it was a C9, but not by the team we expected.
Yeah.
Angry Titans there, just giving up the cart in the final seconds. They were all looking at Colsty, the veteran, the old legend on the tank. Draws a lot of respect. He draws a lot of attention. And apparently, he can win out Rialto.
Yeah, they
alongside the remainder of Bazooka Puppiez as well, who did a very good job.
Caught me a little bit off guard there. I didn't actually see who was on the cart. You just thought, you know, there's one person left. It must be an Angry Titans win. Apparently not. Colsty was as much as a distraction as he needed to be, and that's going to net Bazooka Puppies a win over Angry Titans. All right. They finally did it.
They did, and that is a great way for them to end their series. That's a high note upon which they can now rest as they decide to get ready for trials. They need to prepare themselves. They need to mentally steel themselves so they can continue to be this part of the furniture of Overwatch Contenders Europe. They basically have a little furry dynasty going on.
They do indeed. The Scrappy Puppies, the Overtime Warriors. There's a lot of names for the team, and I want to say they've served us well, and there's been a lot of talent that's gone through their roster as well. It's good to see Obling back in the mix, and he's proved that he's quite a mean hand zone Widowmaker. We're going to jump over to the desk, though, guys. They'll break down that game even more.